That's a breakthrough. Hi friends, welcome to the kitchen. I've been looking for and experimenting with different apple pie recipes, and for me it was pretty hard to find a proper dough recipe which will be butter-free, vegan butter-free, and slightly lighter in sugar. And we are going to be making this beauty. And it tastes so good, I cannot wait to get started. Almond flour is definitely different from the all-purpose flour. This is why we are adding them in equal proportions in the mix. We do not have any butter added to it, but almond flour is different because it has higher fat content and of course nuttier flavor, while all-purpose flour is very mellow.
Here I used 1 1/4 of almond and all-purpose whole wheat flour.
This is going to affect the final texture of the pie, the fat content and the nutrient density.
1 tablespoon of flax seeds ground. I'm using my seed crusher and mix it all together. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of allspice for this Christmas flavor. Mix it all really well before adding 6 tablespoons of water, or 7 if you find the consistency to be too thick. Then knead it a little bit, mix it all together. Dust the working surface with some all-purpose flour, not almond flour, and just roll it. We want the rectangular shape. Here I'm starting with the round shape and then forming a little bit of a more rectangular shape. And it needs to be about this thick.
Believe it or not, dates can go stale, and the more stale it is, the less you're going to enjoy it most probably. Choose softer dates, choose fresher dates, as well as that soaking them helps a lot. Makes it easier for you to process them later on and to blend.
150 grams of dates soak for 10 minutes in hot water. While the dates have been soaked, let's move on to the apples. I ended up using 1 green apple and 1 red apple.
You do want to have firmer apples so they cook nicely and they still maintain the texture after they've been cooked in the oven.
Thin slices to assemble 2 apples of alternating colors, or 3 apples if you'll manage to solve this problem. We'll soak the apple in 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar, which you can omit completely because the date caramel is going to be sweet enough. And on to the date caramel. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract is a really important part of it, 3 tablespoons of date water, and give it a quick spin in the blender.
I'm not really sure if anyone's going to be interested in me preparing a video on different varieties of dates, but if you are, just please let me know in the comments.
The pairing between this date caramel and the lemon juice is insane. You will thank me later. And now it's time to assemble the pie. On a parchment paper, we lay out our dough, our crust, and cover it with the date caramel. Spread the layer thinly and leave the border clear of the caramel so you can use the space for folding. I ended up with this 2-row layout of alternating apple pieces, but you can go with 3 rows if you manage to solve this puzzle. This was the part where I was about to give in, but don't. Trust me, don't. It will be amazing. Preheat the oven in 356 Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius. Brush the crust with plant milk. I'm using soy milk. Sprinkle it with cinnamon or with coconut sugar if you like, and bake for 35 minutes. And look at this. Just look. If you're on a diet, look away. Almond flour does make it nutritious and also calorie dense. Here you can see the nutri-value.
If you're still looking for some dessert recipes, check out these brownies and these cookies. Those are no bake with 0 level of difficulty. Anyone can make them. And if you're looking for some centerpieces for your Christmas dinner, do check out the whole playlist. And thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure as always. Stay healthy, be well, eat some greens today, and I see you in the next one.